It is Saturday, May 31st, 2025. We got Chicago. We got Dallas. We got WNBA action today. Come on in. Let's win some more bets. Welcome, everybody, back for another episode of the Money Pot Betting Show. I am the host. I'm the CEO. They call me Moss Money. And we are doing WNBA slate for today, Saturday, May 31st. We only got one game. Big slate was yesterday. They had 5 games. You know how we've been doing each and every week. We've been doing it on the weekends, slowly grinding the bankroll. We crushed last week, had a perfect 5-0 on Sunday, and I believe we only lost 2 bets on Saturday. We hit Plums over, Lloyd's over. We hit the Storm to win. We hit Kiki's double double. We hit Diggs assists. We were up well over 3 units last week. If you played even more, happy for you. Hit a comment, hit a like. Mess with the algorithm. Let me know that you guys are out there because we are really cooking. We are learning and teaching ourselves WNBA, and we're doing a damn good job of it. We're doing a damn good job of it, sticking with the strategy, sticking with the stars, sticking with what we know. Today's going to be a little bit tougher, right? Because these are two teams that I typically don't watch, and the Chicago Sky and the Dallas Wings. But I think I got some value here. I got a couple bets here that we're going to talk about that we're going to get into right now. So let's bring up our handy dandy sports book. Been using DraftKings recently, having good success with DraftKings. Kind of weird like that, where I'm using the ones that work, right? I'm using the ones that we win with. So let that kind of come up real quick here. I don't know why it's taking so long. There we go. All right. Let me zoom in for you a little bit so we can see what we're looking at. But as of right now, little injury news. Paige Buckner, number 1 pick for the Dallas Wings, is out in this game. These teams played two days ago with who won? Dallas getting actually its first win. Was that Dallas? Yeah, I think Dallas won the first one. Yeah, Dallas won the first one. 97-92. And Paige is now out with a concussion. So my first best bet of the day shouldn't come as a shock. I got Chicago Sky winning this game. Dallas has struggled all year, and so has Chicago. Chicago coming off. Dallas coming off a pretty decent road trip here. Coming home after 4 games at home. 4 games on the road against the Lynx, Dream, Sun, and then the Sky, and then coming home again for the Sky. And getting their first win last game. The Chicago got their first win last game. Dallas got their first win 2 games ago against the Connecticut Sun. And I think that with this game, the way this game is setting up, it's just tough when 2 bad teams, you lose your star player, you lose your leader who's the point guard on the floor, your general who sets everybody up, and then you got to switch back, to a role player or somebody else has got to pick up the slack. Because Paige was dealing. Paige was averaging almost 8 to 9 assists a game. So with that being said, my first best bet, I think Chicago gets it done here. I think Chicago gets a win. I think it's really hard to get back-to-back wins in the WNBA, but I think Chicago does it here. I think the line reflects that. Paige's line is baked in a little bit. I think this line would be up a little bit higher if they weren't. Angel Reese has been really struggling. A lot of her unders have been hitting. So we'll take a look at that. But yeah, give me Chicago Sky. Let me zoom out just one so you guys can see it. Yeah, give me Chicago Sky. Again, we're sticking with our strategy, half unit bets. Oops, that's a 50-cent bet. Half unit bets. Chicago Sky. I think I like the plus 1.5. Um, you know what? Let's switch it up. We'll go get it. Chicago's going to win the game. Let's get a little money on that. Uh, Give me plus 105 money line. Give me Chicago Sky to win outright and win their second game in a row against the Wings. They can go on a little run here, right? Because Caitlin Clark's out. I don't think they have enough to beat the Fever, but I think at home next week for the Fever, they get a week off. Damn near. I think they'll be ready for that game. So we'll take a look at that game. That next Saturday once that comes back around. Okay. All right. So let's look at some player props in this one. Really, really tough to call this one. Again, I haven't been watching these players a lot. I think a lot of people have been making some good money and some good sense on Angel Reese. She's really struggled. I mean, she's been doing her double double, but her points were typically up. I mean, her season high is 13, right? Her season high is 13, and that's really where she's at right now. She's at 12 in terms of her points. Let's see, 15. Yeah, you can't even do the under right there. So let's see where her unders are. Yeah, 11 and a half. I mean, that puts it right about season average. I mean, we would be looking at more of her rebounding because that's where her bread and butter is. 17, 12, 12, 12, 15, and 9. Um, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from her. I don't know what she has or what she's gonna come out. Um, and I'm not paying the juice for her rebounds either. So I'm gonna stay away from her. I do want to look at Dallas because I do think that with Paige being out, there comes opportunities for other people to kind of step up. I mean, first thing, you see at first, our key um up there. I'm not sure about that over with her. I think the under makes a lot of sense. That's why it's juiced up at minus 125, coming off a career high. She had 37 points. She was 6 from 12 from three. Can she do that again? I'm not sure. I mean, the defense sets it up for her. If she did it once, she can do it again. But who I'm looking at here is Deona Cardigan. I hope I pronounced that right. And her points. And last game, she played 37 minutes, a big tick up from what she's usually typically playing, which looks like around 20 minutes. But with Paige being out, I think she's going to get some more time being on the court, and I think they're going to need her scoring because I don't think Archie is going to be able to score like she did last game. So taking it on a little bit of a limb here, but I think that's Dione maybe over 12 and a half points. Again, another half unit bet, another just half unit bet here. All right, and then for my last bet, again, looking at what's in front of us, understanding um, you know, the change that Dallas is now going to do. I don't think they get out the gate fast, right? I think that it's going to take them some time to figure out how this all works without Paige on the floor, and I think people are going to be stale. Offense is not going to run. You only have a day to kind of flip that over to now a new voice, somebody seeing something different, pick and rolls, things like that, running plays. They'll have a couple set plays, obviously, but once the game gets kind of in flow, I feel like it's going to tend to get out of whack, and you're going to have people who are not moving and don't know where to go. Um, and I think that's going to affect them coming out in the first quarter. So I actually think Chicago Sky is going to win the first quarter. And we're getting plus money on this one for them just to win the first quarter. And I actually love this play. I think this play is a great play. Chicago Sky's won the first two quarters in their last two games. So I think this trend continues. I think Chicago, you're going to see Chicago win a couple more games here going forward. So I think they're on a good run getting out early. I think their coach is going to tell them that, hey, Dallas is hurt. They're not a good team. We get out early on these guys. We can keep the pace and we can keep them, even though they're a slow paced team, Chicago. Um, I think they can keep their pace and keep them keep the pressure on Dallas to have to score and have to make buckets. So give me Chicago Sky -1.5 first quarter +115. I keep doing 50 cent tripping. All right. So those are my three best bets for Saturday, May 31st. If you guys like learning about WNBA, how I'm looking at it, how I'm breaking it down, make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that follow, all that good stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's keep winning. Let's keep getting this money. I mean, we're on a road to almost 10 units being up. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep it going. This is Moss Money. This is Money Pot. Good luck.